Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching episode 4 of Chucky. Death on Denial? In Denial? What was it called? In any event, this was a very interesting episode. I will be honest, when it started, I was a little worried. I thought it was going to be a little bit rough. It made me think to myself, do we need or do we still want Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany to be in the Chucky franchise? I mean, I don't know. I was getting to a point where I was contemplating, am I getting sick of Tiffany? Am I getting sick of Jennifer Tilly? At the beginning, it was very goofy. It was very like she was trying to cover up the murder that she had just caused. Cover it to Glenn and Glenda. We finally see Glenn and Glenda. First time seeing Glenn and Glenda since, when was Seed of Chucky? It was a while ago, and I was sort of, even though I hate Seed of Chucky, I don't like that movie, and I never really cared for the Glenn character. I was curious on how they would handle this, what they would do with those characters, and so seeing them here and seeing that the two of them don't remember the events of Seed of Chucky, that they both are just like, yeah, we are who we are, and we're her daughters, I guess, or they're non-binary, they said, so they're they, them. But I was like, oh, okay, that's surprising, that's interesting. And then you have the moment when Glenda, yes, Glenda asked Tiffany or Jennifer Tilly, was there something in her past, in their past? She has dreams of killing people, dreams of the events of Seed of Chucky, and Jennifer Tilly's denying it. So I'm like, oh, okay, so it's sort of locked deep down in their memories. And then you have this whole surprise birthday party, and that's where we get introduced to a bunch of people close to Jennifer Tilly, I assume in real life. I mean, Gina Gershon, I am aware of this movie Bound. I mean, I've never seen it, but I've always heard about it. I've always heard about them in that movie and some of the stuff that they do in that movie, which makes me, maybe I'll want to check that film out. But okay, so you have that, and then you have Joe Pantoliano, yeah, and you have even Meg Tilly, Jennifer Tilly's sister. And so this is where I thought it got more interesting, kind of bringing Jennifer Tilly's real life into this, but having Tiffany have to pretend to be Jennifer Tilly and having her sort of try to keep this facade that she's kept over the years and trying to, figure out how to keep everything quiet, especially from her sister, who seems very cautious of everything. So that started to intrigue me. And then we had a kill. We had a death. The security guy or the butler, he just is found dead. And the room that was locked, that was supposed to keep Nika in there, that door's now open. And I'm like, okay, Nika doesn't have her arms and legs, so I don't know how she would have been able to kill that guy and escape on her own. But I wasn't really expecting what we got. We eventually, after Jennifer Tilly tries to pretend like it's a murder mystery game, and they're trying to go through it, you eventually find out that Glenn and Glenda are helping Nika. What a nice twist. What a great twist. Especially because it's Glenda who is actually more down to help Chucky. When she starts to talk to Chucky, at least Chucky inside of Nika, and it's kind of like, yeah, I'm down to kill Tiffany. Sure, I'm with you, Chucky. And then you see that Glenn is actually more in line of wanting to help Nika and, sees what's going on and, oh my God, my mom's a murderer. And so it was interesting to have Glenn and Glenda both feel differently about this. Clearly, Glenda is more of the potential murderers type. And then Nika escapes. Nika is able to get out of there. You see that Kyle is still alive. So that's a big revelation. And we also find out through a, not flashback, but they just go back and show you the footage of that it was Glenda that killed the butler. And so I guess she's a full-fledged killer now. It's not even like she's on her way. Like, she's there. She's down for the cause. And you see that Gina Gershon kills Joey Pants because she's jealous of Jennifer Tilly, which is quite comical. She's like in love with Jennifer Tilly, and so you kind of have that. I wonder if Gina Gershon's going to become like her sort of killing partner in crime, or is this the last we see of her? I don't know. I would not mind seeing more of that. But this episode ended up being wild. It started off very goofy and over the top, and in that same comedic light that Seed of Chucky was, and I got worried. But by the time it ended, I was impressed. I was happy with what I saw. It took a lot of twists and turns and a lot of surprises. And then we get Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, if you don't watch WWE wrestling, you probably wouldn't know who she was. And I'm curious as to people who didn't know who she was. And it's like, what's going on here? Because Chucky is on like a set and he has like a live studio audience. And so at first I thought it was going to be revealed as like this was a show or this is the movie. Like, in the show, they talk about how Jennifer Tilly starred in a Chucky movie. Like, that's in canon to the Chucky universe, the Chucky continuity, right? And so I thought that's what this was going to be. We were going to find out that, like, there was a Chucky TV show inside of this world. But no, it's like the real Chucky talking to us, the audience. So that was a little weird. But then he welcomes Liv Morgan on set, and I did see that interview where she said that she wanted to be killed by Chucky. She's a big fan of Chucky and she didn't want to star in it. She didn't want to like really do anything other than to be killed by Chucky. So when she came on, it was pretty obvious where this was going to go. I actually think that they chickened out or cheaped out on her death. I think they could have gone far bigger and far more over the top because it was out of like sequence to the show. You could have had Chucky do anything to her, and all he does is take out a knife and stab her, stab, stab, stab. And I'm like, okay, sure. She got her wish. She got her death scene. I just thought it could have been a little better. It was cool though, still to see Liv Morgan. She's hot, of course. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of episode 4 of Chucky? This turned out to be better than it started, so that's a plus. Thanks for watching. Also, let me know, what do you guys think of the season so far? Like, are you enjoying the season? Is it moving too slow for you? I don't know yet. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know how many episodes are in this season. So I'm still in it. I'm still interested. I'm still intrigued. But it does seem like maybe the Catholic school stuff is taking too long. And I kind of want to get to some big stuff faster. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.